Hello students, now we will discuss social development strategies in detail. There are four major strategies. One is distributive strategy, second one is participative, third one is human development strategy, and the last one is social integration strategy. Now let us discuss about distributive strategy in detail. The main aim of this strategy is to foster national development by bringing in the concept of social equity. That means we need to provide equal opportunities for each and every individual who are there in that respective state or country. We also have to provide equity in terms of providing or utilizing the resources. It may be in terms of infrastructure, it may be in terms of education, employment, and so on. So, equity provides opportunities for the people in each and every sphere. At the same time, we also need to see that there is equitable distribution of income or the chances to earn the income effectively, wealth, and resources pertaining to the nation. Most of the people, even now in our country, are economically poor because they are not having the chance of utilizing the resources due to various factors or conditions. Equitable access to the means of production, consumption of goods and services, especially social services and employment related opportunities should be there. In some areas, because of their low economical conditions, they are not in a position to purchase the goods and utilize it. And if the people cannot utilize or have the sufficient food like or nutritious food, then obviously they will not be healthy. And a person who is unhealthy cannot work effectively, and his family is going to suffer, and at large the nation is also going to suffer, my dear friends. So, we need to have equitable access to the means of production, the consumption as well as the services, my dear friends. This strategy is also going to depend on time, and it is going to change to a larger or lesser extent based on different levels of the society. It is based on, the first one is based on the current income and its patterns of distribution. How a rich person is enjoying, how a poor is going to. Based on that, we are going to ensure that there are different slabs for taxes and so on. For the poor people, the government is going to have a policy where the taxes are less, they are going to provide the food on subsidized rate, they are going to take care of health and so on. So, it may vary from time to time and from place to place based on the current income levels and the distribution patterns of the individuals. Right now, the government of India has said that for up to 12 lakhs, there is no tax from the financial year 2026 to 2027. And all the people whose income is less than 12 lakhs per annum, there is no need for them to pay a single penny, whereas people who had more than that, they have to pay. And they are also going to see the wealth resource structure, who is having the opportunity to earn the money and what is the structure like. The third one is forecasting future benefits of development programs and how they are likely to be distributed among the people. So, all these three things are going to play a vital role in this approach. Now, let us go for institutional reforms. Under that, the first one is social welfare measures. Because whenever there are poor people, the duty of the state is to look after the welfare of the people. So, they are going to have public distribution system where they are going to provide food on subsidized rate. The state government is providing 1 kg per rice, like earlier when N.T. Rama Rao was the chief minister of United Andhra Pradesh, he has introduced 2 rupee kg rice. And right now the government is going to provide 1 rupee kg rice to the individuals, and the central government is providing rice for free of cost. At the same time, the duty of the government is to provide government schools, free education, free books, and encourage the people to learn, acquire the skills and contribute not only to their family but also to the nation. And right now we can see a lot of people who are below poverty line are not in a position to contribute for their living after the age of 60 years. So in order to look after the welfare of the people, the government has introduced old age pensions. We also have Ayushman Bharat scheme or else Rajiv Arogyasri health scheme for the below poverty line people. We have multiple schemes in order to look after the welfare of the people. So under social welfare measures, we do all these things, my dear friends. These measures are pro-poor for the marginalized as well as to the extended sections of people. We also have schemes like Kalyana Lakshmi, Shadi Mubarak, single mother, and so on. All these are for the welfare measures meant for the poor people. Now let us discuss about fiscal measures. Fiscal measures are very much instrumental of policy changes. Whenever we have a strategy, whenever we have a policy, we need to implement it properly. So fiscal measures are going to play a vital role. Our duty is to raise and regulate the public revenue. Our duty is to ensure that the poor can be protected, whereas we can collect the taxes from the middle and the upper class so that that can be used for looking after or running the government or looking welfare of the people in the society at large. So we have tax slabs, tax incentives, tax exemptions, and so on for the people, my dear friends. So this comes under fiscal measures. Now let us discuss about occupational measures. We have hardly 13% of the people working in the organized sector, and almost 87% of the Indian population is in the unorganized sector. That means sometimes there may be problems in terms of working conditions, wages, and so on. It is the duty of the nation to design the policies which are related to payments, wages, social security, labor laws, and so on. At the same time, we also see that whether both the gender who are working in the industries or the workplace, whether they are treated equally or not in terms of work, in terms of payment, in terms of provisions for the people or not. And it also tries to ensure that whether there is occupational safety and compensation given to the people. If there are any disputes which arise among the employees and employees, or between the employer and employee, or between employers, there must be some mechanism to address these disputes, because no organization can afford further disputes. If there is dispute for longer period, then there are chances that the people may go on strike, or else the company may go for lockout, my dear friends, which is going to have an adverse effect on the company, on the people who are working, and on the society at large. So there must be some mechanism. So the state also has to work on that. Then we also have to see that we need to talk about equal remuneration. If we see most of the people who are working in the organized sector, like all the people are not permanent. Some people have been hired on contract basis, some people in different modes. The work is same, the conditions are same, but the remuneration is different. The government of India is talking about equal work, equal pay, but in most of the cases it is not being done. So the duty of the state is also to look after this one of paying equal if they are working the same conditions. Now let us go for participative strategy. Whenever we talk about participation, our duty is to involve all the people in the planning process, from planning process to that of implementation, and also sharing the benefits. All the sections need to be involved in the development process. So you need to ask me, why we have to involve the people, why we need to involve the workers in terms of designing the policies and so on. There are three benefits if you are going to involve them. The first one is that they may have certain ideas. Because they are working with the machines, they know what kind of problems it may arise. They know how best we have to do it. So they are going to give the suggestions to us so that it can be implementable. Second benefit is that people also know what is the policy about, what are the benefits, and how the benefits are going to be shared among the employees and employee. This is going to help us. So the decision making is going to help us in the overall development of the organization. So till now, we have studied about different strategies involved in terms of social development. Thank you.